crazy here. Many of you guys know there's another hurricane coming to Florida. Yay! So it's added even more time to my drive time. So I'm going to be leaving sometime soon. I don't know when. Don't know when. Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing great. I'm Bullhorn Betty, and I cover true crime. We've been covering the case of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers has been missing since February 26th. It's nice to see you, Peggy, Dawn, Carla, Karma, Cindy, Crystal Pistol, Clarissa. It's nice to see you, my love. Brenda, Linda Powell, Mary, Melinda, Donna, Proud Patriot Girly. It's nice to see you, my love. Cinda, Rebecca, Lady 7-Up, Oma, Misty, Moon, Lynette, Angel Flower, Denise, One Sock. It's nice to see you. Decided I'd snack on a dum-dum. Thought I'd snack on a dum-dum today with you guys. If you guys have a dum-dum, go pop it in your mouth. Snack on a dum-dum. Hi, Seth. It's nice to see you. Pussy Willow, Pendercat. Nice to see you. Hope is beautiful. Everybody else that I haven't had a chance to say hey. This is courtesy of RT to go. The Bullhorn Betty Club officially, or the coffee club officially snacking on some dum-dums. I don't know why that cracks me up, but it cracks me up. It cracks me up. Cracks me up. All right, guys. Well, I thought I'd tell you guys what was going on. I've got a lot of emails. When I get a lot of emails, I do try to fill you in on the, what's what. So, yes, there is a major hurricane heading directly toward my area. You all know I have to go to court on the 10th. I would, at this point, prefer it just being postponed because, to be honest with you, I am a little nervous about this one because it's barreling right toward Tampa and Manitou County. And it's barreling toward us at a Category 5, which they believe will be reduced to hopefully a Category 3 by the time it hits landfall due to the wind shear. But if it doesn't slow it down, it's going to be a very impactful hit, and it could be very, very, very serious for our community. And prayers, the last time I was in a county meeting, I know that our dam, our the arms and things that operate our dam have been not in the best condition, and a lot of levees and dams break and make things a lot worse in the community. And I'm praying that that's not the case. We'll be fine. They've got everything latched up and hooked up and, whatever needs to be done. But it always is such a concern for me, something like this. Now, I've always believed in an old Indian prayer on our area. We had the Spanish islands, Spanish areas around here, for the Spaniards that came over here. And we did have a direct hit many years ago, 1962. I believe it was Hurricane Donna. But for whatever reason, we've always had this kind of superstitious little, thing that we had the Indians pray over this land, and has protected our land from catastrophic, whatever. Yeah, do we have some stuff that happens here? Yes, we do, but so I believe in the Indian gods, okay? And so I'm going to pray that the Indian gods are out there. Our God is watching us, and whatever prayer that they put on our land way, way, way back then still will just split this hurricane in half and go around us. I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm at in the whole process, right? Where I'm at in the whole process. So it is a little scary, I will be honest with you. Do I think we're going to be impacted very much here where I'm at? No. The bad news is that because of this, I'm going to be separated from Delilah. And I know Delilah knows something's going on because she never whimpers. And when she saw me packing up today, she was whimpering quite a bit. Like, I had to pretty much, Mom had to hold her while I left. That we've never had to do that before. So I know she knows something's going on and doesn't quite know what. You don't have to worry about me being here. I'm not going to be affected by this hurricane. I might have driving complications because of this hurricane, but this is going to be one hurricane that I'm not going to really be affected by personally. I will be out of the state at the time this is supposed to be hitting, and so for the most part, I will be okay. I know I'm going a little stir crazy. We've got, chats, group chats now with my mom and my neighbors so we can monitor my house should anything happen. I've got my generator out in case my mom goes out of power. She can come over here and get my generator and my extension cords and the gasoline that I have. I have plenty of gasoline in the back of the house for for the generator for my mom. So long story short, we've just been doing some other stuff. I don't believe in boarding up my windows. It just is what it is. I'm not boarding up my windows. And one of the reasons why I don't board up the windows is because the kinds of trees that fly around here, if it's going through whether you got wood there or just glass. And I'm not going to be in the house, so it is what it is. I just not going to board up the windows. So that's kind of where we're at. I still think I feel comfortable. I'm not, I'm a little nervous, but I still feel, whether I'm in denial or whatever it is, I just feel like we'll be okay. This area will be okay. We never dreamed in a million years that Asheville would get what it got. I live in North Carolina, and the government has failed us totally. Remember when I told you guys how North Carolina was a concern, just like Tennessee, because they have, their law enforcement's not even open during the weekends, nights and weekends. It like you gotta call and make an appointment to go in a freaking. I've never seen anything so crazy, and those are the only two states that I know of, and it's sad. I pray for the people in North Carolina, but this is the reason. It's this stuff, it's not this petty stuff, what these feel good arguments. That's not what we're voting for, people. Okay, we're not voting for all of these things. What we're voting for is we're voting for our government to be there in our time of need when we really, really need them. And this is where they continuously fail the American people. To hear that our immigrants, our illegal immigrants, people that broke the law to come here, have more benefits than the people in these states that are affected. I'm going to tell you right now, I was considering playing it on this, but it was so emotional for me, I chose not to. There was a lady, she's in North Carolina, and she's in the mountains, and they have, and I'm just going to say it like this as a trigger warning, they got bodies floating down the river. Okay, it is a dire situation. She's crying and screaming and tells people, don't listen to FEMA, don't listen to the Red Cross. If they tell you not to come, we need as many people on these grounds as possible. And she was just begging for people to show up. So if you guys have the ability to give back and they're in your area, we give back on this channel. We do what we can. And now granted, you guys have lives, families, work, I understand that, but there's people in dire straits right now. If you live in those communities, no matter how you feel about it, it's our duty as the American people to stand up in our neighbors' time of need. So if you're in affected areas, please do your part. Don't turn away somebody, because you know what, at the end of the day, that can be you, and it could be you one day. So just remember that if you have the ability to help, if you have tools to make something more simpler, get out there and do what you can. You work Monday through Friday, you still want to be able to help. You get your butt out there on the weekends and you do your part. Because let's face it, whenever something like this knocks at our front door, guess what? It's strangers helping us. Okay? It's strangers. It's not people we know. So, good. We got Laura Lodge doing a fundraiser in North Carolina. Typically, I'd be out there helping as much as I could. But with all this court stuff, these animals, not only do they turn this Sebastian Rogers case into a freaking circus, they prevent me, which they would never leave their house to help a single soul. All they ever do is have their hand out. But me, somebody that always gives back, our channel that always gives back in times of needs, that doesn't mind putting on our boots and going out there and helping, we're handcuffed here because of all these court dates with these idiots that will never ever help or lift a finger to help anybody other than themselves. and it's just very, very upsetting to me. So, oh, Granny, don't I didn't want you to think I forgot. I've got your soap packed up, and I'll be distributing the soap to, I know you wanted to make sure Seth got one, so I'll be seeing Seth and Tony, so I'll make sure that they get one. But I did pack it up as promised. I'm making t-shirts with my small business, North Carolina Strong, raising $600 to Samaritan's Purse so far. Perfect. If you want to send me your information, we'll link you up on our Facebook. If you want to just give like a little elevator speech of what you want me to post, and give me the link to your business, your shirt business, I'm happy to post something up there for you, Clarissa. Anything and everything. This is all hands on deck. If you have the ability to raise money or anything, everybody needs to do their part. So that's just my point, because we've gone out, even when my roof came off this house, we were out helping other people. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in dire straits right now that we could help, but quite frankly, I'm so underwater with all these court hearings and court stuff that me leaving this home to help anybody is not going to happen until after November 15th to be exact. So thank your local hate channel. Thank your local hate channel, because their asses ain't never getting up out of their seats to go help, and they prevent people from helping. Their stuff has got to come to an end. We as a group, we as good people, we as trying to help others, not ourselves, we need to start. Don't look under the hood anymore. It's not worth it. These animals don't deserve our time. They don't deserve our knowledge, our acknowledgement. They don't deserve anything. Just ditch the hate channels and go to more reputable channels. Even if you don't like me, there's something better out there than them. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, getting back to Sebastian Rogers, in true fashion, I will be out in the area early. I do plan on utilizing my time. If you know anything about me, I never like any trip to go without making Sebastian Rogers the reason for the trip. Even though I'm going there for court, it's not about me. It's not about court. It's not about what these animals keep taking from this boy. It's always going to be about bringing this boy to light and letting people remember his name, Sebastian Rogers, and what his life means, and how his father wants him to come home as soon as possible, because let's face it, we're all a little concerned. Thank you, Mally Cat. God bless you. One Bullhorn Betty membership. Crystal Pistol. You've been part of the family for a while, but it's official. Welcome to this crazy fan family called the Coffee Club. We're crazy people that love to help and love Jesus. So that's kind of where we are today. He hasn't been found. We're still looking for locations. We have to get back to the maps once we get done with these interviews, because I think it's important. The reason why I'm stopping everything that we're doing and going back to the beginning is because this case got too crazy, and I feel that even though the haters want to spy on me, so to speak, to, for their concerted effort and conspiracy with other creators to bash me and shit like that, whatever the case may be, they still are here watching, and we want them to know the truth. Because the more you get the truth out there, the harder it is for people to lie and misinform and start disinformation campaigns and misinformation campaigns. So it's ultra important. We know a lot of this stuff, but you know what? Like I say, every time we go back to the drawing blocks, the drawing board, and start anew, look how much more information we find out that was just right there in front of our nose the entire time. And that's what we need to get to. And once we have an opportunity, we're going to start getting back to the maps and getting back to areas. Really, we've got a lot more information about people than we once did. And that's going to help find us, help us with their interests, help us with their behaviors, help us with their comfort zones and comfort areas and where they would, they know the most about. Those are important information here, because you got to follow the statistics when we have no information. We have a lot of factual information, or at least a lot of statements from all the parents involved. And I've been shining a bright spotlight on the behaviors from one family to the other. One doesn't seem to be so concerned, doesn't seem to have the urgency, doesn't seem to really say the child's name. And then on the flip side, you've got the other party that, you know, is constantly worried, putting together vigils, putting together search parties, putting together massive teams that really have balls to go out there and look at this, you know, not just and balls in the middle in the sense of, you know, like coordinated, you know, like we have now Nick the Hat and Dog the Bounty Hunter, which is bringing in a massive amount of resources to this, from the investigative aspect to the boots on the grounds, and, you know, just to their behind the scenes investigative stuff, you know, going through sleuthing, scraping, all these other things. So it's very interesting to watch this all unfold and watch how many people, good-hearted people, are getting involved for the benefit of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And I have to say, at sometimes it's overwhelming how much is going on behind the scenes, very much so. But in the other side of that, the flip side of that is it's a welcome. It's welcomed. You know, it's been so stagnant for so long, and, you know, you just try your best to get information out there, to keep focused on Sebastian, to start looking at areas that can be searched and everything like that. You kind of lose yourself. But then when you have somebody that's more of a well-oiled machine, and you see how their processes are, you know, how they keep all of their stuff together and how they're able to move very succinctly, is to be honest with you, quite impressive. I can tell you that personally, just from my experience and what I've seen from the sidelines. It's very impressive. And if they handle all the cases the way that they're handling this one, that's probably why they have such a high success rate. They're very good at what they do. They know when something is not right, and they have the ability to nip things in the bud very quickly. And that is going to be, you know, I mean, to be honest with you, so far, I mean, short of, you know, them stabbing Seth in the back, they're like my little, you know, prayer angel. They're like my you know, a guardian angel, so to speak. Like I really for Sebastian's case, for what they're bringing, for how they're dealing with this so professionally, and you know, it feels like they're getting things in line. They're going to be making things focused back on Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, where this case should have always been this entire time. But I gotta say, it's just they're my heroes right now. They're my heroes, and I hope that they're Sebastian heroes too, and that they're gonna bring this boy home, and we're gonna find out what happened. I really do pray that that be the case. So it's nice to see everybody. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Car Guy, DNA, Lost Cause, just a RN, nice to see you, my love. Dawn, Jules. Oh, big hug from me to you. I haven't been on TikTok in a while. It's nice to see you. Nice to see you. Jenny, Victoria. Hello, hello, hello. So we don't have a lot really going on. I'm sure you guys saw some of the X posts for Nick the Hat. And of course, I don't want to speak on his behalf because I don't represent him, vice versa. So it's like, you know, he has to speak for himself. So I haven't really had an opportunity to speak with him, what those X posts were really about. Do I have a clue? Yes, of course I do, but I don't want to speak out of turn or anything like that. But it sounds like their team, something kind of rocked the boat, and that boat rocking was pretty stupid. That's all I gotta say. Pink Butterfly, Mama Bear, Nancy Grace really needs to know about the P and B's are doing, because she specifically said not to take down YouTubers when you... Oh, of course, yeah. I think she does. I'm actually almost confident that she knows what's going on with me. Okay, I'm almost 99.9% sure that Nancy Grace knows what's going on with Bullhorn Betty. But yeah, I think there's a lot of people that are looking at this and they have major questions. And this didn't help their appearance to the world. This didn't help their appearance to law enforcement. This didn't help. But you know what? Law enforcement actually believes they're the victims and they're truly getting harassed and everything like that without not one scintilla of information or evidence to support that. Only people on their own channels talking about the case. You know, again, not harassing. If you come over here watching it and you don't like it, it's your own stupid fault. Dum-dum. It's your own stupid fault for sticking around and listening to it. Because in the grand scheme of things, nobody's been talked about on these platforms more than me. And guess what? How do I survive? I don't watch. Wow. I don't even consider, as long as they're not coming over here and not trying to screw with my crap, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But that's not the case, and we all know that. So, all of you in North Carolina, I'm praying for you. My son is there helping with the Army. Stay safe. Aw, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. I'm so thankful. You know, I gotta tell you, that's the one thing I love about our channel. We hear about people that we didn't even know. One, their family being in military. Two, when things happen, they jump into action. You know, that's our audience. I mean, that's our audience. It's amazing, you know? It really is. I only listen to you. Aw, thank you. Well, there's a lot of great creators out there. We just need to unite the good creators and just leave this Hot Mess Express alone, you know? I want nothing to do with the drama and hate channels. Absolutely nothing to do with them. I think they're disgusting. I think their business practice is illegal as hell. I think what they do is a criminal enterprise, personally speaking. Betty, will Nick's and Dodd's team be with you on Thursday? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't even talked to them about that. Probably not, because I haven't talked to them about that, and I have to think if they were going to be there, they would have informed me. BHB, the mom didn't specify the model of the Infiniti she drives. Yeah, she didn't, but we know it's a QX60. So the step-grandparents drive a QX80. She drives the QX60. And I didn't think they were a whole lot different, but I was looking at body styles, and there are significant difference in body styles as well. They look the same, but they're not. In my opinion, hopefully he didn't get essayed. That is what my brain is telling me. Well, the good news is, Brenda, is I don't think that that's the case, because that would imply a third party, stranger danger, and that's just not, everything I've seen so far in this case, it just isn't bowing that way at all, at all. But, you know, we don't know what happened specifically. Just sent you an email. Perfect. Yeah, when I'm on here, I can't post anything in my own chat. That kind of sucks. But I will post it on the Facebook group, and the next time we do a live. I will tell you guys, we're going to be, like, tomorrow morning, I'll do a live first thing in the morning. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you're going to want to subscribe. And make sure your notifications are to all, because when I'm on the road, you never know where I'm going to be or when I'm going to go live or where I'm going to go live from. You know, typically it's been in hotel rooms or in the car or something like that, but you never know, because if there's a case breaking off or there's flooding or I see something, I may set up right then and there and go live right there. Yeah, you never know. And with this drive and all of this natural disaster, there's no telling what I might be doing on the road. You know, we may stop somewhere that's just been heavily impacted and take an hour out of our time and look at it and see what we can do. You know, it's very, very sad what's going on in this country. I'm even more heartbroken that FEMA's not here for our citizens. Actually, you know what? It's not heartbroken. I mean, I am heartbroken. I'm just pissed. I'm pissed. Like, I am pissed beyond, like, if I don't know, if the director of FEMA was here and our Congress was before me, I would light their ass up. Verbally. I would light their ass up. I'd tell them exactly what I think of them. How dare them send billions of dollars across overseas so we look good on the world stage while our people are here struggling. F that. I could give a rat's ass about this world stage that they want to be on. I don't care. I really don't. You know what I care about? I care about our American people having a life, having money, knowing that their government, the money that we're spending in the droves every year, where they're sending IRS people at our doors knocking, demanding their hand out and their cut to send it all the way across to other people, other countries. And here we've got bodies floating down the flipping river, and they got $750. I will tell you what you can do with that $750 freaking dollars. I will tell you that right now. If somebody's close enough, I'll show them with my boot. With my boot. I am very, very, very upset about this. I'm very upset. My heart is breaking for our people here. You know what? I don't give a rat's ass about identity politics, having a woman as president. I could give two Fs. I'm a female. I love women. I love empowering women. That woman is wrong. That woman is wrong. She's wrong. She's wrong. This is the Biden regime at work. They've robbed us blind for 4 years, and there's nothing left to even take care of our people. And you want 4 more years of that because she's a fucking woman? You've got to be joking me. Excuse my language. You've got to be joking me. I don't care. I don't care. You know what? I never even cared about Bill Clinton getting a BJ under his desk. Quite frankly, I could care less about somebody's marital problems. He was doing good, and he got us out of debt. Okay? I know I'm a Republican. Oh my gosh, how could I say anything about Bill Clinton? Because he got us out of debt. He devalued our dollar, but he got us out of debt. If you want to look at the history. And you know what? He got impeached for getting a BJ. I could care less if he's getting a BJ under the freaking desk, if he's getting us out of poverty. If you want the truth of the matter, I don't care. I don't care. And I damn sure don't care if people think Trump's a womanizer and treats women horribly. I could give 2 rats' asses if he's getting a BJ under his desk, quite frankly. As long as I get to keep money in my pocket and there's more than $750 in freaking FEMA. And kick the a-holes that decided to break into our country out. You don't start a good relationship by breaking the law. You just don't. You just don't. And I'm not talking about the ones that have been here for a while. The ones that have families and, you know, just can't get their green card or their visa. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about this invasion we've had over the last the last decade. That's all I care about. And I don't mean to get all political and shit, but you know what? I just got done watching a woman begging on TikTok for people to come help her. And how the mountains smell like death. And you could see and hear the pain in this woman's eyes. This was no joke. And I'm just like, I'm just angry. I'm an angry American citizen right now. And everything's just failing in America. We can't even get Tennessee to do anything right, it doesn't seem. We've got so many cases out. It's just like our government is freaking failing the American people. And we have got to start voting. We've got to start voting better. We got to quit voting trendy, okay? I'm not a trendy person, okay? But we have to quit voting trendy. Just remember, it could have been you. So before you go to that ballot box and put Kamala Harris on your ballot, just remember what these people are dealing with could have been you. And these are the policies that brought us to this point. Whether you like the man or don't like the man, I'm sorry, we were in a better situation than we are today. All the way around. All the way around. So the day has come where we are going to be embarking on our trip to Tennessee because of our advocation for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. The avocation for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers was met with lies, met with illegal conduct, and that illegal conduct led to the arrest of me, which committed no crimes in any part of Tennessee, let alone Sumner County. This is a very serious situation that was perpetrated by the the stepfather, the mother, and the step-grandparents, as well as several content creators that worked together to call the DA and call the police department in a coordinated effort that overwhelmed both of those offices in a small county. This is criminal conduct. This is not civil tort. I just want people to understand criminal conduct. So they acted in criminal conduct, and me, that followed the law, was arrested. I'm about to go up there. I'm very blessed to have Seth and Tony by my side, and all the other people that are praying for me, and the people that will be attending. If you are planning on attending, please, please, please wear green. If you don't have any like green shirt, if you could put like a little green pin or something green on your person, a brooch, anything, just to honor Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. We're still lighting it up green. The deadline for the green lights are going to be next weekend. So I will be looking through all of our green lights in our chat, Justice for Sebastian, as well as pulling all the green lights from the ones that were emailed. And we're going to be putting together a video for Seth Rogers, for the benefit for Seth Rogers and Sebastian, because this was a worldly event, and we have to understand that it's a worldly event, and people all over the world lit up green for Sebastian. Sounds like Sebastian's got a lot of friends he deserves. So just throwing that out there for all the people, i.e. mom and stepdaddy, that want to say he has no friends, because I see hundreds of friends every time I open up my phone and I go live. I see hundreds of friends that care about this boy and care whether he's healthy or not, that have an urgency to find him and want to bring him home, even though his mother does not. We've been the support, I can tell you that, for Seth. I don't know where Seth would be without us right now. You know, not that he couldn't have gotten through this by himself, but I bet you it'd been a hell of a lot more difficult, and a feeling of hopelessness and helplessness that he's feeling now, but probably would have felt 1,000 times worse. So I want to thank you all, to all the good people that put Sebastian first. And I know we don't always get along, and we don't always believe in the same theories or opinions and stuff like that, but everybody on this channel has pretty much worked together for the proper reasons. You know, for the proper reasons. And we're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep pushing forward and keep making sure that Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is #1, along with all of our other cases. And so what I think I'm going to do is, when I get back from this court hearing, we're going to sit down and we're going to cover all of our cases, our unsolved cases that we've covered. We're going to cover them, and we're going to put a spotlight on each and every one of them, and pray to God that maybe we can derive a little bit of information that may not only just help Sebastian, but help maybe one of the other cases that many of you guys don't even know about, because a lot of you came to this channel because of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. We've got a lot of kids. We've got Sebastian, we've got Layla Santinello, we have Summer Wells. These are real people. These are real kids that disappeared and have never been seen or heard from again. We need to talk about them. I have God, faith, hope, And Sebastian has me and a whole army of support. Amen to that. Amen to that, Seth. Oh, pen. I almost hit you as a user. That would have been bad. Kick the father of a missing child out of my chat. That'd been awful. I do it occasionally. I don't mean to. I hit the wrong button. So, but that's where we are, guys. I want you guys, don't worry about me. I know everybody's going to be worried about me, especially with this like literally barreling toward my house. But I feel confident and comfortable that this is going to be okay. The area here is going to be okay. And I just have to think that as I'm traveling, because thinking any different is not going to be very good for my health. We'll leave it at that. Sebastian stole the hearts of everyone. He did. Yes, we do worry about you, Betty, but we are also praying. Thank you. Prayer, power of prayer. BHB, please, you and Delilah. Delilah, I'm leaving behind. She's going to be in Florida. She's going to be with my mom. You know, I talked to my mom. I'm like, are you sure you're okay? You know, because, I mean, I got a big room. So, you know, I almost wonder if I should just bring my mom and the cat and the dog with me. I don't know. She was actually going to come. But the problem is I don't know how Delilah would be. I mean, she whimpers just, you know, for a 20-minute ride. I don't know how I'm sure she'd relax in a longer ride, you know, but I just am very, very worried about her, you know, traveling still. She's still so young. And I'd like her to get a little older, but I'm also a little nervous about this storm. The good news is my mom's further out east, like northeast. And she's away from any major bodies of water. So I think that she will fare better. Like, I'm just, actually, to be honest with you, not that far from major water. I mean, Bayshore Gardens is right there, and there's a marina. That tells you how close the water is to my house. It's literally 5 minutes up the road. So depending on the storm surge from this, it could have major impacts on this house. So we'll see, and just pray for the house. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I'm not even really doing a whole lot, because at the, you know, all this stuff I have can be replaced. Every last bit of it can be replaced. There's nothing in this house that there's only one thing that's in this, and actually maybe I should take it with me, is my teddy. It's the teddy I had since before I was born. And it's older than me by, I think, a week or two. So, there we have it. Oh, thank you, Ginger Girl. Prayer for you, Betty. For my son, myself. Aw, little Ginger Girl puppy too. Aw. Aw, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure Delilah will be fine. I just can't take her with me. I think everything's going to be good. You know, I just keep praying. I just keep praying for the wind shear. You know what we need to do? Instead of praying that this is not going to hit Florida, we know it's going to hit Florida. What our prayers need to really be is that the wind shear, you know, we just need to pray that we get major wind shear. Because the more wind shear we have, the slower that it'll slow the hurricane down. And if it can slow it down to a Cat 1, you know, that would be amazing. They're still thinking it's going to hit at a Cat 3. Cat 3 are very destructive. Cat 2 are destructive, you know, more on the beaches and stuff like that, but it's more of a heavy thunderstorm. You got to understand, us here in Florida, we get very, very much, during the summer, some of our thunderstorms, you're wondering, is it a hurricane? I mean, they're pretty bad. Thank you, guys. God bless you. Let me just go through here and check out here. Let's see. Just to make sure I didn't miss anybody. So we had Melly Cat gifted a Bullhorn Betty membership. Oh, I did miss something from you, Melly Cat. You wrote praying for your safety as you travel. Thank you. Angel of Light, thank you so much. Ginger Girl, thank you. And Mama Dukes, thank you. God bless you guys. Oh, I almost hit. of all over the place today. I'm all kinds of all over the place today. Queenie King, it's changed within the last couple of hours, I'm pretty sure, to a 4 or so. Yeah, well, it went to a 5 while it was in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, and then as that wind shear is coming in, it's really slowing it down. So it went from a tropical storm to like a category 3 or 4 in a matter of hours, and then it turned to a category 5 for a little bit, and I think the wind shear is starting to hit it, and it might have dropped it back down to a 4. But I can tell you it has nothing to do with the waters cooling off. It is the wind shear that is slowing this down from being able to develop. Otherwise, it would slam into us at a category 5. That's how powerful this hurricane is. And I don't think the West Coast can handle another hurricane like we just had. It'll be horrible. It'll be devastating. So we're about to get hit, but right in the same cone that was before. The other cone was further north, but this even still has Cedar Key in it. So that's what I do to my dum-dums. We've been playing around with that for 41 minutes. Time to just eat the damn dum-dum. So, but I will go live. I won't go live tonight. But I will go live first thing in the morning. It might be a crappy live because, you know, we'll be on internet, you know, hotel internet, which is never good. It always sucks. But we'll make it through. And at least you guys will know where I'm at. Seth, you and Sebastian are always in my prayers here in Vermont. I keep my eyes open. Much love to you and yours, your precious son. God is good. Thank you. Dusty, it's nice to see you. How's the new coffee? Very good. I'm actually drinking it right now because I'm out of milk. I have a little bit of the espresso that I ground, but I love this stuff. This stuff right here has the, my favorite is the creme brulee and the caramel cream. And so I got caramel cream right now. I think it's caramel cream, something like that. Very good. Very good. It's always good. That's my favorite. That's my favorite selection is the one you got. Yay, I'm glad you, yeah, I do. I love it. I love it. So, all right, guys. Well, we've been on here for a little bit. We gave a shout out to Hurricane Milton. We gave a shout out to Sebastian Rogers. Just remember, if you have any information, and I mean any, if you heard somebody sitting there talking about the case and has some secret information, you call that in. 1-800-TELL-DOG. If you have any information that has like firsthand knowledge of evidentiary value, please reach out to the Memphis FBI office or 1-800-TBI-FINE, 1-800-TBI-FINE. Anything that we can do to bring Sebastian home is what we're doing. If you have any ideas, if you have anything at all, please reach out to bullhornbetty@gmail.com. bullhornbetty@gmail.com, where I don't mind reading your speculation. I don't mind reading your opinions, your thoughts, your theories. A lot of people have been pointing out a lot of stuff in these interviews that I missed. All of that's welcome. All of it. And you guys have been doing an amazing job. And I know us as a family, keeping up the good work, keeping the pressure on, and making sure the world knows that this child exists and his life matters. That's what it's all about. He exists and his life matters, and we need to find him and bring him home to safety. So again, guys, take care. I love you. I know you guys love me, but I am perfectly safe. What we're going to do is we're going to pray for the wind shear. We're going to pray for my Mommy Bullhorn, and Delilah Bullhorn, as well as Jackadoo. And we're just going to pray that everything is going to be as it should, that loss of life is minimal, that people are taking precautions, and we pray that this hurricane slows down enough that it does not cause any catastrophic damages, which we know it most likely will. But we can always keep the faith. We can always keep the faith. All right, guys, I love you. God bless. See you soon. See you on the flip side.